You need some info first?
You may proceed, sir.
Okay, so I've got two GoPro 9s, which I've basically been happy with, and I've had these memory card errors before, but it hasn't been a big deal. Luckily, you know, it was okay footage. Wasn't upset that I lost it. Now, I've got two GoPros. I've had one a year. I've had one 5 months. I've got recommended SD cards, and I'm using them within the temperature operating range. I've formatted them both ways because I've called GoPro before, through the computer and also through the GoPro. Well, yesterday I had about 50 minutes of really good video of a winter storm, and towards the end, the last video, I get a memory card reader. So I just turned it off and finished what I was doing with the other camera. Get back to this morning, didn't want to deal with it, super pain in the butt because it's happened before. Put it in the card reader and it shows 98 gigabytes. It's like perfect. This stuff isn't gone, because normally the card reader will tell you to reformat, was just a kiss of death if you've got some content. So I get it, put it in the memory card reader. As soon as I click on DCIM, which is where I copy the files, there's nothing there. Long story short, I end up calling SanDisk, who was very good about it. Spent about 20 minutes on the phone, and they said that they know this is a known problem. Went through all the ramifications and issues with SD cards. It's not the SD card. And they say that they've sent this data to GoPro on the 9, and they're having just as much problems on the 10. So my point here is I'm starting to lose confidence in using this thing. I've done manual updates. I've done the GoPro Quick app, or whatever they call it, updates. Any tips or pointers, or is there a new fix coming out? I mean, if you go and you Google this, you know, I'm one of a lot of guys that have had the same issue. I mean, what's going on with this thing, these cameras? How can I not worry about it?
Okay, sir. I'm extending my sincerest apologies of hearing this kind of a situation that you're experiencing. An SD card error, from what you've said, when you're using with the camera, along with the SD cards that you got there.
Yeah.
But as you got me on the line right now, I'll be more than happy to check this one out for you, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now I just want to confirm, is this the first time that you set up a call back to us about this issue?
On the SD card, it is, yes, because I just, you know, I knew it was a problem. And like I said, I didn't lose what I considered important footage before. So I would say yes. And it's happened on both of them.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue.
It's happened on both of them. Sorry to interrupt. It's happened on different SD cards with the same GoPro 9 cameras.
So are we discussing about two cameras here, or just the one camera, sir?
We're talking about SD cards in both cameras on multiple times. The same issue with both cameras, with different SD cards.
Okay, so you're experiencing two SD card errors into both of the cameras that you got there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, right.
One of them is Hero9.
That's right.
Okay, so from this situation, sir, as well, you've mentioned before that you performed a manual update process already for both of the cameras.
I did.
And after you done the manual update process, the issue is still the same, as it was still persisting.
Well, you never know. I would say 1 out of 20 times on both cameras there's some kind of memory card issue. And luckily, I was able to recover this because of this program that SanDisk gave me. SanDisk. But normally, you're done. It says the only way to use this card again is to reformat it, which just, as you know, erases all the data.
Yes, sir, you're definitely correct from that. If you've encountered the SD card error once again, the resolution for that is formatting the card. But however, I just want to ask, when you experience that kind of issue, after you've done the manual update process, thus the issue is persisting once again.
Yeah. But you never know when. It could happen the first time I use it, and it could happen the 20th time I use it. Two brand new GoPro 9s, one's a year old now. I mean, most of the time they work fine. It's just like yesterday, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to like lose confidence using these things. And another thing they do sometimes too, is they turn off for no reason. Not a big deal because I have the audio on and I catch it. I mean, I don't expect like the world's greatest camera for $350. I'm just hoping that, you know, there's a fix in the works or a patch or something, because this is, it takes the fun out of it. I got lucky on today, but the other times I have not. And like I said, it wasn't that big a deal. Up until yesterday, I didn't really care. I had to reformat the car. I was out screwing around, having fun. Just redid it again where I was at. You know, whatever I was recording, not a big deal. But yesterday was a big deal. It was like a very unique winter storm. And I really wanted that footage. And luckily, all but the last file, when I got the error, when it said memory card read error, I got all files back but that one. So I'm pretty happy. But I'm also gun shy about the future. And like I said, these are recommended micro SD cards. The best ones you can get.
Okay. So, how about this one, sir?
Yeah.
If the issue is still persisting once again, I can offer you for a warranty replacement of the camera if you've accessed all the troubleshooting step already, if this will be the case. However, I would like to confirm, is this both of the cameras that you got there?
It is both the cameras, yeah.
And since that you've encountered that issue by yesterday, is this a situation that you, from the both of the cameras by yesterday?
No, just one, but it had happened, like it had happened in the other camera before, but I didn't care. So I just thought, well, it's glitchy, you know, it's not like it's a $10,000 camera. It wasn't that important of footage, so I didn't care, and, you know, I just kind of chalked it off. But yesterday's, it's like, oh my God, man. Yeah, it's happened on both, but I'm telling you, I mean, you almost seem like you're surprised about this. And if you Google these issues, these are commonly known problems with the 9 and the 10. And, you know, you're a good guy, and I think you're trying to help me. But it's almost like I'm hoping for a patch as opposed to a new camera. You know, I'm not like a scammer out trying to get something for free, or I've used the one a lot and I'm scamming some way. I just want to have confidence in GoPro. And by the way, I've uploaded probably 1,000 videos praising GoPro. And it isn't because when one thing goes wrong, I'm going to think that GoPro is terrible and you shouldn't buy one. It's not like that at all. I'm trying to like work this out, have fun, and be confident. You know, I'm not going to go on and upload a video, you know, GoPro's a bunch of jerks, don't buy this piece of junk. I'm just seeking a solution. I appreciate your offer. But even the 10 is, if you go on there, just Google it. It's the same issues. I'm confident it's not the SD card. Cards. How about this? Are there any new updates coming for the 9 anytime soon that perhaps may address this?
Actually, sir, the most latest firmware update that we have for the Hero9, I believe it's 1.60. Because if you've accessed already the troubleshooting step already, sir, I'll be respecting what will be your decision here if you'll be asking for replacement. Because in despite of the situation, not trying to frustrate you here,
I know.
if you've done the part already for troubleshooting with your camera, this is the next that I'll be providing to you, is to replace your camera.
Yeah.
If it's still within the 1-year warranty.
One is not.
Here, sir.
Well, here's the thing. Speaking of that, on the 1-year warranty on the first one that I had, they go ahead and charge you another $49 for another year of insurance. You know about that, don't you?
Could you please repeat that once again?
Yeah, like if
About
you,
the insurance?
if you get a brand new GoPro, you get that insurance and you get a year warranty with the camera.
I do believe, sir, that is not an insurance. That is the GoPro subscription, which is subjected for damage replacement. Let's say if the camera got shattered into pieces,
Yeah.
which is not covered by the warranty, we can use that one to replace your camera, but there will be a trade-in fee that you need to pay.
Oh, gotcha. So I have one that's under warranty and one that is not. Yeah.
Now, my question for this one, sir, how I can help you out for this if you are encountering this issue? So, because if you've done the part already for troubleshooting for troubleshooting with your two cameras there, if the issue still persisting, I can go ahead and replace the camera right away for you.
Uh-huh.
Now, if this is just recently only that happened, and what I can advise you here is to monitor the camera, and once again, if the issue is still the same, I can now go ahead and replace the camera, sir, as long as it's still within the 1-year warranty.
Yeah. And the one that's out of warranty, you just have to pay a replacement fee, right?
If the camera is out of the warranty time frame, that it will be also an option if you want to use your subscription, sir, for damage replacement or replacing the camera. But there will be a trade-in fee that you need to pay.
Yeah. Is there any, let's say this, if I've got a 1-year-old GoPro 9 and a 6-month-old GoPro 9, would the cameras that I'd be getting replaced be any different than those? I mean, were these manufactured later? Are they refurbished?
It's not a refurbished one, sir, but we will be assuring you that this will be a brand new camera.
Right, but would the update be any different than the update I already have on both of them now?
Updates will be just the same, sir, when it comes in firmwares.
See, then I don't think new cameras are going to do it. If it's the same. With, if you said, well, yeah, these are going to have, a different configuration, I would go for it. So I guess there's just nothing I'm going to do about it. How about this? Here's a question for you. On the 9s, what would you consider the operating temperatures of the camera?
You mean
the outside ambient temperature? If you go outside, what temperatures would you say are recommended that the camera should work fine?
Actually, sir, the camera, it works most of the time. Depends on the temperature that you'll be using with the camera. Usually, the part of the feature of the GoPro camera, if the weather or the condition of the temperature that you're using with the camera, that depends on if it's very hot or very cold, the camera will shut down by itself. It's one of the features of it.
At what temperatures?
Usually, let's say for the Hero9, it's like 14 degrees Fahrenheit to 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, see, I've never got that low or hot, yeah. Okay.
Or high temperatures will cause your camera use more power and drain the battery.
Yeah, I know that,
well,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, right. No, I was more worried about the cold than I was worried about the hot, and I've never gotten near 14 degrees. So I guess I'll just hope it doesn't happen again, because I don't think new cameras would change anything if it's the same updates that I already have on both, and I'm pretty much confident that it isn't the SD cards. But I appreciate it.
Okay, so once again, sir, if this is a situation that you're encountering about the issue of the camera as well, like the SD card error, if you're experiencing this kind of issue persistently, we can go ahead and replace the camera for you, sir, with using your warranty option, like what we discussed.
Yeah, but if it's the same camera with the same updates, I don't think it's going to. This is a known problem. I was hoping that I was going to call and say, and you would tell me that, well, yeah, we know about this, and in February we're going to have a new, 1.7 update, and that should remedy the problem. Well, that's something to look forward to. But if it's the same thing I have now, with the same updates, and I use the same SD cards, I'm always going to have that 1 in 20 risk of the camera giving a SD card error.
Have you ever tried to use another brand of SD card?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
In SanDisk?
I did. Yeah, I love SanDisk. I use it in everything, even the full-size SD cards I have. It's happened with other SD cards as well. Not much, because all I was trying to do to see if I could get the same thing. I don't like the other SD cards as much as SanDisk, but I did have it happen on both cameras with a different approved SD card. And once that happened, it's like, well, that's all I wanted to know. Or I was hoping maybe there was more updated information. You could say, well, yeah, that is an approved SD card, but why don't you try this one? So I guess this is just going to be one of the downsides of, a $350 camera, which, believe it or not, I understand. I'm not thrilled about it, but I guess I'm going to have to live with it. I don't think there's a real fix at this point. But you did offer a reasonable solution. I appreciate it.
Because once again, sir, if this is a situation that you are experiencing, and if this is the one that you believe, sir, that it's the problem of the camera, here in GoPro, sir, we still try to seek some ways on how we can help you out.
No, I know you've done that. No, you've been a good guy. I believe that. I just don't. Everything. If you lay everything out, if I get the same camera with the most recent update, I don't think that's going to fix the problem. I mean, you could say, well, it's worth a try. Yeah, it is worth a try, but I'm not the only guy suffering this issue. And it's happening on the 10s as well. And you know what? It's why I didn't buy a 10. And I bought another 9 instead. And I'm glad that I did, because when I read the reviews on those, it's like the 10 has more problems than the 9. But they have this SD card reading error. So I just went ahead and bought a 9. You know how it is. Crazy enough, the 9 isn't any cheaper than the 10. So when you're going to a company and you're afraid to buy the newest updated model, even though it's the same price, that doesn't really sell well. I'm just trying to get it to work, and maybe this is a glitch. It's going to be around for a long time. I don't know, but when you're gun shy on the latest model and elect to buy a second of the older one, I don't think that's good. But I'll do it. I guess I'll just have to. If I was getting the same thing, what would happen is I send you these cameras back, and you send me new ones, and I format the SD cards, and I put them in, and 2 weeks later I'm calling you. And the information on the internet reflects this. Where did it get me? You know what I mean? I mean, it's nice that you offer that, but it's the same camera, and I think that could be the problem. But you tried, and I'll just try and hang in there. Rabbit's foot in my pocket.
Okay. Just want to let you know, sir, that this case will still remain open as of now. So if you would like to set a replacement, by the way, we'll be happy to arrange you for that.
Okay.
If that will be, this will be the resolution that you'll be asking from our end.
No, I appreciate it. No, I think I'll just not mess with it. I'll have the same problems with shipping things back and getting things sent, and I had the same issues. I think I don't think it's individual cameras. I think it's a lot of them. Like I said, all you got to do is Google it. SD read card errors on GoPro 9s. And there's tons of articles. It's not unique. But like I said, by and large, I'm happy with GoPro. So I'm not going to go around bad-mouthing you. I just wish the 10 would have been a little more glitch-free. It was the overheating that scared me, which I've never had a problem with either one of these. I never had an overheating problem. And the crazy thing about it is I have the GoPro case, the underwater case, and I do quite a bit of underwater videos, where I drill a hole in the ice and I stick the camera underneath. And that's about 29-degree water, which isn't the coldest. It's nowhere near 14. That's pretty damn cold. Most of the time it works very well. But I'll give you an example. Like a week ago, and this happened to both of them. Drilled a hole, put the camera down. Just as I'm getting to put it under it turns off. And it wasn't even that cold out, so I guess it's just a little glitch of an electronic device. You know how it is. I'll just hang in there, and maybe the GoPro 11 will be better. You know? But I thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. So, once again, sir, if you need our help for replacing the camera, like what we've discussed here,
Yeah.
the case will be remained open.
Okay.
Just set up a call back to us if you want to arrange for a replacement.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye for now, sir.
All right, bye-bye.